Who's ready for an adventure? Now the windstorm that we had last night is stuck around. It's quite gusty today, and it's cooled off a bit as well. The wind's coming from the north again. One thing I'm going to have to do is work on my shelter a little bit. That was the best I could do on short notice last night, and it held up. But there's definitely room for improvement. When you get strong wind, we get tarp billowing quite a bit, so I need to tighten off the corners, lower the that's what I'm looking for here, ridge line. I also need to get a shorter ridge pole for in the middle. Got my front door here. But anyways, yeah, so that's going to be a job for sure. So there, it's got some slack in it, so it's billowing too much. Anyways, so that's something I need to do. I'm a little worried about getting in the canoe at all, because the wind's pretty strong right now, and I can see that being an issue. Just soloing a canoe, I could really get pushed around out there. So yeah, we'll see. I want to make a trip to the shore for this guy's sake. He's a creature of habit. He needs his walk in the morning. Anyway, so I'm just gonna get a little bit of food in me, and then probably touch up the shelter, and then we'll see what happens from there. Roy and I have retreated to a little bit more sheltered area to eat our breakfast. Just where it's not quite so cold and windy. This morning I'm having some of those cattail rhizomes that I roasted up yesterday. So I finally have something besides friggin' cattail shoots to eat for breakfast. And I'm also having cattail shoots. It's gonna be a great breakfast. It's always nice when the rhizome just peels away cleanly like this. You end up with one edible stalk. Peeling a banana. I've rejigged my shelter a little bit. Dropped the ridge line, secured the corners, so it should be a little better. I kept the ridge pole the same length, so it's the same height in the middle. But it seems like it's going to stand up a little bit better. There it is, a little peek at it. Same idea, just a little more secure. So now I'm going to be heading to the mainland, take Roy for his morning walk, and I'll do a little bit of work. I'm bringing my shovel and my saw. I'll do a little bit of work on the bush road so that my brother Trevor can get in a couple weeks. I'll also bring the pike I caught yesterday, clean that, and then it'll be ready to be cooked up for lunch. Put up the sail. Might be the paddle back that's difficult. So the wind isn't too bad right now. It's enough to make a solo paddle challenging if you're battling the wind. So I'm realizing that I forgot to bring my machete, but that's alright because I'll be back this way a few dozen times between now and when he gets here. So this obstacle right here is going to be my main task for today. I'm going to see if I can get this this puddle to drain a little bit. Maybe cut down a few trees, clear out this area here. So I'll get to work and see what I can do. Got a dead birch directly above where I'm working. And with this wind, I'm kind of worried that something's going to come down. It's what we call the widowmaker. So I'm going to need to keep my ears open and stay alert. Make sure I don't get fucking killed by something. Handy tool, that Sven saw. It's worked well for me so far. Now this is where I should have my machete, just clear everything here out. Take the truck along like that, but don't have that option at this point in time. Oh well, it's a good start anyways. You can see the water's gone down considerably and is still flowing. So I think this, give it a little while to dry, this should be passable for sure. I'm stopping here for a couple of reasons. One is just to hydrate and take a little bit of a break before I head back. I haven't had a ton to eat today, so I don't want to spend all my energy at once. I'm still going to have to head to the island to clean the pike and then battle back against the waves. I'm just going to take this opportunity to harvest a few of those, bring them back and have those for dinner. It's just good to have a little bit more variety in the diet, and as I've said, they're quite high in a number of vitamins and minerals, so I'll get some of those in me, hopefully round out any sort of nutrient deficiencies that I have. I don't think I'm going to try making the coffee this time, but you can eat the roots as well, so I'll probably, if I can, I'll dig them up and I'll bring the roots back, cook them up this time instead of burning them and putting them in water as an excuse for coffee. So I've got a decent little collection of dandelions now. I'll bring these back. I might grab a few more on the way, but that's a good start for tonight's dinner. Big fresh moose tracks. These are last night or this morning. They were not here when I walked Roy yesterday. There's definitely a good bit of moose activity in the area, and this is a sizable one here. A little trail nibble here, some clovers. They taste alright. Heard you can make a tea with the flowers as well. So if I see any, I'll give it a try. Who's playful? Hey! Where are you going? Where are you going? Hey! What are you doing? What are you doing? Roy! Hey! Come on, let's go. Come on, come on. There's a good boy. Come here. There's a good boy. Roy, you a good boy? Yeah, you're a good boy. Alright, let's go. Come on, let's go. Got some more tracks here. These ones are deer. Now, you don't all that often see the range of moose and deer overlapping, but this is at a bit of a transition. There are both moose and deer, and I've seen both so far on this trip. So here we are back at the original location. Strained quite a bit, which is good. I just need some time to dry up, and then hopefully this will be passable without too much difficulty. Roy with one of his classic weird sits, just chilling, sitting on the hip. Now he's getting self-conscious. Wasn't judging, I was just pointing it out. You're unique, that's all. You're special. So it was a successful job. Managed to drain a couple of large puddles where the water was collecting. Still a bit less than 2 weeks until they get here. So in that time, hopefully it will dry up nicely and the truck will have no trouble getting through. Cleared away a number of trees and branches as well that could hinder progress. Now, I'm headed to this island here, which is where I've been cleaning my fish. Just doing it out of camp, so I don't get any unwanted visitors. Struggles. Alright, change of plans. Go back into my parking spot. Anyways, here I am. Time to clean that pike.
After cleaning my fish, we got back on the water to head back to camp.
This is where I really hope Roy doesn't shift. Doesn't understand the whole balance thing very well. If he moves at the wrong time and a wave catches us, we go for a little swim. Roy, do you want a treat? Do you want a treat? Over here. Come on over here. Sit. Back. 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 Lie down. Good boy. Now roll over. Oh, good boy. Gentle. Gentle. Good boy. Well earned. So it's mid-afternoon now. Still pretty windy. It's not too bad temperature-wise though. It's nice and sunny as well, so it's not a good day to be out on the water, but otherwise it's not too bad. See, we've got some white caps going on out there. Maybe you can, maybe you can't see that, but it's starting to get chopped up a little bit. Anyways, just a note on the cattail rhizomes. I had a few for breakfast this morning along with the shoots. I didn't have lunch. It was a late breakfast, but I haven't had lunch. It's mid-afternoon now and I'm still doing all right. I'm definitely hungry. Looking forward to that fish. But, they definitely do a better job of tiding me over, providing some long-term subsistence as compared to the shoots. So I'm glad I have those. I've got a good collection of them, and I'll see if I can stretch them out. Once I use them up, then I know where to find more. So it's nice to have, definitely a good resource at my disposal. Whoever cut this definitely cut down green wood. It's a good axe though. Got a chair, chopping block, and firewood. Roy, don't knock those over. Get out of there. Get out of there. Out. So the wood that I just split was cut by the people who were here before me, and it was a green tree. So I'm just trying to let it air out in the breeze here. Next time I have a decent fire, I'll stack it up around the fire, get some heat. I don't plan on burning it in the next few days. I'm hoping to give it a couple weeks to dry, and then hopefully it will be able to burn. So we'll see how this works. Working on dinner at the moment. Got the pike on the fire, pot of cedar tea, and I'm just cleaning up some of these dandelions. I'll boil them up and then I'll be a happy camper. The pike is ready. The dandelions are just about there. Just waiting on them. It's quite cool and quite windy now. They're not quite cool, but it's cool enough for sure. And yeah, quite windy. Despite that, it's been a good day so far. Can't really complain. Had a productive, well, I slept in this morning actually. Productive late morning and early afternoon. And yeah, now just having a decent dinner around my fire with some tea. I decided to save about half of those dandelions for tomorrow. I also cut the stems, or sorry, not the stems, the roots off the ones that I am boiling up. I'll save those for later as well, just because there's enough to do already. Just maintaining the fire, doing the cleaning, cutting up, boiling the dandelions, making the tea, cooking the fish. I was purifying some water as well. So there are enough things to do. I'm just gonna leave the roots for another day because they would need to be peeled and boiled as well. So yeah, save that for another time. No particular rush. And if I really feel like giving it another try, I can see if I can make some coffee out of them. That pike is delicious. How was that? Is that tasty? that good, Roy? You gonna come say thank you? You're welcome.
After dinner, I worked on cutting a trail into the center of the island.
So I'm at the end of day 12 now. Today was a pretty good day. It was cold and windy, quite windy when I woke up, so I wasn't in a rush to get out of bed. I took my time, got up, fixed the shelter up a little bit because last night there was quite a windstorm and it exposed a few weaknesses. I spent the evening blazing a bit of a trail back into the center of the island, basically just make it easier for me when I need to go gather more firewood. I also cut up and split the birch log that was here from the people before me. Unfortunately, it was a green log, so obviously I would not have cut that down, but they saw it as a good idea for whatever reason. So yeah, I just split that, and I've been trying to dry it out a little bit. That'll be an ongoing process, and I'm sure that by the end of the trip I'll be able to burn it in some way or other. So anyways, yeah, it was a bit of a rest day, but it was needed, and spirits are high, energy levels are linguistic skills are low, but energy levels are high. So yeah, I'm just gonna head to bed, get hopefully a good night's sleep. I don't expect the insects will be too bad tonight, just with the cold and the wind. And another big day tomorrow. I've got no, actually no, that's not true. I have a little bit of fish left over, but I'm probably gonna need to get more. So I imagine I'll go fishing tomorrow, weather permitting. Anyways, off to bed, have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.